What is up, everybody? It is Monsta Core, Johnny Hardcore here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. It takes like a second to do. And if you want us to subscribe back to you, just leave a comment and we will subscribe back and show you some support because we're all about that. Before we begin this video, we just want to give LMJ Halloween shout and props for dropping this latest video on Home Depot Halloween animatronics for 2025. So make sure you check out their channel and of course give them a subscribe. And let's begin here with the Snowman, which we do not know the name of. So just a quick take on this Snowman guy. He looks to be about 6 foot 7 feet tall. Definitely for Christmas. I wouldn't really say he's for Halloween, even though he's, very creepy looking and he does, he could fit. But just for our own haunt purposes, for the way we do things, we would probably wait until we do our Christmas haunt, our holiday haunt, because we actually do a holiday haunt, and he would be perfect for that. And last year was one of our biggest ever. And you could look at our videos from the past and from last, I would say Thanksgiving on in 2024 and see what we did. But this guy's really cool, man. He's definitely really cool. I remember seeing an animatronic like this. I just can't remember where it was, but it was an old school, a classic animatronic. It wasn't even like plastic. It was like a blow mold or I don't know what it was. It was just like a different kind of material. And his head moved back and forth. And it wasn't animatronic, but it was vintage. It had to be from like, I would say like the late 80s, early 90s. I mean, I couldn't even tell you when exactly it was, but it looked old, looked vintage. So moving on to this guy. Now, it's funny, my son Jonathan Core, who is the animatronic expert and master behind Monsta Core, he named this guy Shrek, which was, I completely forgot about Shrek. Never really watched the movie or any of that stuff, but yeah, it looks like Shrek, right? But it looks like just like a Halloween Shrek. The one thing to note about this guy, we don't know what his name is yet. I mean, it's probably going to be something to do with Ogre or, I don't know, evil Shrek. He could be Oglethorpe from the movie Slapshot, if anyone is in their, in their midlife days and they remember that movie Slapshot. He is a reskin, 100% of Carnival Carl, who Home Depot put out last year, which was really awesome. A huge clown. Jonathan Core said it was Carnival Carl was 8 feet. I think it was 9 feet, if I remember correctly. And I'm gonna say that Carnival Carl was a outdoor animatronic too. I remember on the box it said outdoor. We never covered him up, so he was definitely a hit at our carnival area last year for our haunt, and a must get. Jonathan wants to get this guy, so we'll see how much it costs. I'm gonna say he's gonna cost about $300. So here we have the Leprechaun. I'm a leprechaun. You're a leprechaun. Anybody see that Michael Myers episode on Saturday Night Live, or maybe it was Wayne's World? I'm a leprechaun. And then his buddy was afraid of it. No, stop with the leprechaun. All right, I'll stop with the leprechaun. I'm a leprechaun. And he keeps making Dana Carvey get all nervous. Anyway, so Home Depot missed the boat on this one because St. Patrick's Day is gone. I don't really know, how many people out there are going to buy this for their haunt and set it up and put it out for Halloween. I mean, you can if you just want to buy animatronics and set them up all over the place and whatever, you could do that. But there really is no place for him in a Halloween haunt. I'm not knocking it. It's really cool and stuff like that. It's definitely like probably I would say close to the same size as the Minion. And maybe even, I don't think it's the same size as Chucky though. Chucky and Tiffany. Tiffany and Chucky, I think, are 3'5", 3.5 feet. This guy looks like he's gonna be a little bit more than 4 or so. And I'm gonna say he's close to the size of a Minion, if you remember Minion from Christmas last year. Even Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. That's how I'm saying this guy is. But listen, I would get him. I would get him when the price is right, when they drop like crazy, because they do drop. You know, just keep an eye on that. And if you don't really need an animatronic and you don't have the money like most of us, you know, listen, I would wait on this guy. And then when he goes on sale, grab him. They go less than half of what the actual price is when they start going on super sale. So just be ready for that. You know, just have a little bit of money in the bank, and then, you know, you will do well. We grabbed at the end of Halloween. I forget who we grabbed. I can't remember who we grabbed at the end of Halloween for that was online. I'm trying to think, because we pretty much got everyone we wanted, I think, except for Deadwood. I mean, after Halloween, we snoozed a little bit. We couldn't buy everyone we wanted, but there were animatronics that did go on sale. And I remember I was ready at Christmas time, so I did grab the Stormtrooper for a very fair price, and also the reindeer, the soft reindeer that moves a little bit. That's not the huge one, for a very fair price, and also Scrooge. And also the elf. I remember I got an elf because the elf we had was a display model. It was kind of crappy looking. So we grabbed another one just to, you know, get one brand new in the box. And, you know, that was that. But they go on sale, so just keep note of that. So moving on to this 15-foot scarecrow. Now, there hasn't been a video of it yet that shows what it does, if it does anything. Now, it's 15 feet, so it's going to be quite hard or something if it does anything. It's not going to move its arms because they're way too big for that. I'm going to guess and hopefully that this guy's head moves, maybe just right, you know, left to right, or something like that, or maybe just like in a motion like the 12-foot levitating Reaper, if you remember that guy from last year, where his head like moved like almost like on an angle and around, not like side to side mostly, but like an angle up and down, you know, left to right. So it was cool, like left to right down, you know, and up and stuff like that. It had a really cool motion that you know, set it apart, you know, from the rest of the animatronics that we have and that are out there that are 12-footers and 13-footers and stuff like that. But nothing much on this guy yet, not even sound effects. I'm going to say that he does have sound effects. And well, you know what? Honestly, I can't tell you what it is. I'm not going to say anything because I don't know. Because we do have the Inferno Pumpkin Scarecrow, right? That's his name, IPS. And then there's the other one, the 12-foot Skelly that doesn't move or talk. The Towering Ghost doesn't talk. The 15-foot Phantom does not talk, right? It's just LEDs. So it's quite possible this guy does not move, but he just has lighting effects. You know, in his eyes, you know, his mouth, probably maybe change color, and maybe in his rib cage might change some color, and possibly on his arms, you know, on his hands, possibly. I don't really see anything in this clip right here. Maybe his arms itself have some orange glow and stuff like that, but you never know. It does look like it has some orange glow down in his rib cage, so that's a possibility. I hope it does, because that's going to be awesome. But no matter what, we are getting this guy. We like this guy. We know he's gonna be over $400. You know, we'll wait for him to drop down in price or try to grab the display model when the time comes. But for us, for our haunt, for our area where we have a rotten pumpkin patch and hay bales and almost everyone's a scarecrow or a pumpkin thing, that's where this guy would go. And we call that area the Haunted Hill Harvester pumpkin patch, or Haunted Hill Harvester field. We got to think of a cool name for it this year, because that kid out there really wanted to be a part of that and named it, and we named it after him. So that's really cool. He's one of our biggest supporters. So what's up, kid? So now we have this guy. Not really sure the name of him. We're going to call him the Mr. Pumpkin, or Mr. Pumpkin guy, or the Pumpkin guy. Not sure, or the Pumpkin top hat guy. I was hoping when I first saw the image of him that his mouth would open up and close like those pumpkin twins from Home Depot that sing, but they're very small, but their mouths open and close, and it's a very similar head and I guess material that they use, you know, plastic, whatever you want to call it, hard plastic. His mouth does, you know, it does glow when it talks, so it gives that impression that it's talking. The eyes look like they're just yellow or orange, and I don't really see any other lighting on him except for maybe his staff, and his head goes side to side. So that's really cool. I like him a lot. I don't like him a lot. I like him. John likes him. He would fit in our pumpkin patch area, so it's a possibility to get this guy. I'm just hoping he's not going to be in the 199 area. I hope he's like in the 149 area, and then, you know, we'll go with the flow with him. But he's cool. Definitely like him. So I think his staff glows. Now, another thing to note that this could be slightly a reskin of the Plague Doctor from last year that lunges at you, who I thought was really, really awesome, and his price was very, very well priced, very fair priced. But we'll see what this guy is. But he definitely seems like he could lunge with his bird staff or his eagle staff or whatever he is, crow staff. But we will see. We're not sure yet. Here, piggy, piggy. Here, piggy, piggy. Anybody remember that guy from Spirit Halloween? Hey, we just got that guy from Spirit Halloween. We did an unboxing video of it not too long ago. And we like that guy. So this guy actually complements the butcher that we got from Spirit Halloween. And we're not sure what his name is going to be. It's got to be something to do with butcher. Maybe he's called Cleaver or something like that. But you can see his hat. You know, he's definitely a butcher guy. He's definitely worked in a salamera, you know, chopping up some meat and some pork. But there is a video of him. It's just not too clear, so I'll get to that in a second. Just give me a minute to get to the clip. But we do like this guy, and honestly, if he is under $200, you know, hopefully in that $149 range, which is what I'm gonna say, because I did see the video on this, and his mouth does not open and close, so it's a very simple mechanism. The head just goes back and forth, and he does have the pointing finger again. I don't know what's with the pointing finger. You know what he should have had? He should have had like the Maloikas. You know, like the Italian Maloikas when the grandmother gives you the Maloikas. It's like this, like, yeah, right? That's what his hand should have been. Because this is like, to me, more of like an Italian thing. You know, when a butcher shop opens, it's usually an Italian butcher shop. So that would have been funny. And for me, I think it's very, like, it just brings back memories of The Sopranos. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, you know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do?
Actually, that's why I'm here. I've been dying for a Satriali's veal palm hero. Those years stuffing your face with ham, roast pork, and bacon. Now it's my turn to carve a slice off you. Think you can outrun me? Huh? The pigs couldn't, and neither will you. Trying to see how you take.
Getting dizzy here. All right, so one more shot of the butcher. No, not this butcher. Here, piggy, piggy. This guy. What do you think his name's going to be? Is it going to be called the Butcher? The Butcher of Bakersfield? We'll soon find out. Getting messed up over here. Sorry, guys. Can't teach an old dog new tricks, right? That's me. Still learning. I'm waiting for my kids to do all this stuff so I could just point and shoot, you know, point and go, and then or they take care of all the other stuff, the media, because they know a lot more about the media than I do. But anyway, the Fear Valley werewolf is back, right? That's really cool. He was $199 last year. I thought he was a little expensive for what he is, but this year I would grab him for like less than $100, just because we got that contamination kid from Party City, and then we're gonna try to get Cerebus. So we have some kind of like a petting zoo. This guy would fit in perfectly with the petting zoo. So that's our idea. That's my idea anyway. He is cool though, very cool and creepy. He looks like a Terminator wolf.
The winds of fate whisper my name and empower me with the forces of darkness.
So this guy over here is definitely a plague doctor. John was pointing out that his face was like bone, so that's very, very interesting to see. It's like a skull crow plague doctor with real human hands. But he's really cool though. I don't know which one was better though. If it was this one or from last year, the plague doctor that Home Depot put out. Because the plague doctor from last year they put out lunged at you, and it had like this cool jump scare. And it was really, really had really cool lights on it, like color lights and stuff like that, and the voice and the effect of it. I thought it was really cool. We didn't get it though. Money became very tight that year. We had to be a little bit choosy and picky with what we bought because we wanted certain ones, and the other ones were just a little bit high priced. But we got what we got, and we'll see. You know, well, we could always get him again. I think he'll be around this year. It's a possibility. Usually Home Depot puts out animatronics that they had the year before, but you have to get them while you can. You're not gonna be able to get them for a very fair price. You have to get them when you first see them. One of those for us, for our haunt, is Deadwood, the Inferno Deadwood guy. That guy I really wanted last year. Jonathan liked him a lot, but Jonathan wanted the Levitating Reaper before we got him, so we got him first, and then I missed out on the Inferno Deadwood display at one of our local Home Depots for a very fair price. But this year, that's my get. That's the one I really want to get, and we'll see what happens. So let's continue and show you what the Plague Doctor of 2025 does.
The echoes of the past linger like ghosts. I command the shadows to dance.
So he does have like a lunge, but not similar to the one from last year. Just his staff lunges at you. So it's fair to say that this clown's name is going to be Jack in the Box. It could be Clown in the Box. You never know. Because Jack in the Box was used plenty of times before. But for me, for Jonathan, for our haunt, especially that we have a circus tent and an area that we're going to devote only for clowns, and we have quite a few clowns. I'm going to say we're in the 20 to 30 animatronic clowns right now. Just grabbing the 12-foot cackles from Party City, Halloween City, for Jonathan's birthday. 2 weeks ago, actually last week, March 13th was his birthday. So getting this guy for us is 100%. And why is 100%? Because he's just different. He has his neck extends. He has the grinding box, which is really cool, which everybody probably thought something would come out of, but instead it's just the head. So this guy for us is 100%. I can't see him being over $200. I mean, I'm going to say he's going to be like $199. Could be $149, but being it's like one of the only clowns they made this year, I'm going to say he's going to be probably $199, but let's say, hopefully he's under $200, and, we'll go with that. But for us, we definitely want to get this guy. I like the way he glows in the fluorescent lights. That's something that is very big for any animatronic, especially a circus one, and especially a Halloween clown. I like his voice too. Great laugh.
Hey, you. Yes, you. Come over here and look what I can do. Did you like that? Well, you can customize all of that and more, even recording your own dialogue.
So this guy, the Bluetooth, I would say servo skeleton, that's very similar to Grimm from Spirit Halloween. What was that, 2022 or 21? I forget the exact year of him. But this is definitely very similar and close, if not exactly, to Grimm. But it's upgraded. It has an LED, it has a whatchamacallit feature, a Bluetooth feature that supposedly lets you, not supposedly, it says it makes you talk, and then you could talk for the skeleton. So I guess if it's a program, maybe in a microphone, that you could talk for the skeleton when people are walking by the haunt or in front of it. You could ask them a question. You could say, "Hey, what's your name? Oh, how you doing? My name's like." You could actually make it like the skeleton's real, but really cool. It definitely, I think both of the arms move, and I don't know if you could program the movement of the arm. It seems like you can, and it seems like it has a lot of LED with it. I think it does. It looks like it has an LED rib cage, possibly, but it could be just a light from the bottom, one of those LED lights that like an LED what you call it, light, fog light. So let's see what happens. But this guy, for me, and I think for everybody, is a must get, and I'm hoping he's not going to be more than. Hopefully like he's in the $200 range, like 220s, not 300, man, not 300.
Come over here and look what I can do. Did you like that? Well, you can customize all of that and more, even recording your own dialogue. But if you don't want to be a voice actor, that's fine too. I come with pre-recorded messages. You can choose my motion, lighting, eyes, and voice. Cool, right? So, what are you waiting for? Take me home today.
Just an idea for us, for our haunt, and anybody else's that does the same thing that similar we do. We have a stage area for the Reaper band from Lowe's, and this year we're definitely getting that DJ Reaper. We did not get the keyboard Reaper last year, but we got every single one else, and we also got the Costco Reaper, and also the pumpkin skeleton Reaper from Target. So we have quite a band, and we also put we put Grim next to the band. We put the Meddling Maid, Dean the Thethologist, and we wanted to get Jack of Spades, but we just didn't grab him. But we have a cool area of skeletons, and this guy would fit perfectly. We have Grim, I said, so he would really complement Grim. And you could even dress these guys up. You could put clothes on them and costumes on them and stuff like that. So there's a lot to do with this guy. This is like an endless prop that you can work with, an endless animatronic, especially that he's Bluetooth and that he moves the way he does. So this is really cool. Sorry, just gotta get a sip of my Monsta coffee. Cheers, everybody. All right, so this guy, or it could be a girl. No, actually, it's not a girl. It's a guy because you can hear the voice, unless she has a really deep voice. This one to me is actually groundbreaking, if excuse the pun. But this is the first of what I think is going to be a new thing of animatronics, putting them on tracks tracks, not rails, tracks, to make them move forward and backwards. I mean, Jonathan called it too. He's like the grave grabber. He looks a lot like the grave grabber from. I think it's a Party City, or is it Halloween City, or is it Spirit Halloween? I don't know. I think it's. I don't know. I'm not gonna say what it is, but he looks a lot like him. He looks like a lot like the guy. And what I like best about this guy is how slow his mouth opens and closes, and the moan he lets out. Just so creepy. He's perfect for any graveyard area, or even if you have just like a skeleton area, or any, I don't know, you could put him pretty much any place, a skeleton. But we didn't get Rattles, we didn't get Skittles, as I call from Costco. I was gonna get Skittles, but he was just too big of a box, and I mean, I don't know. We even had a chance to get Rattles from Party City, which I would have gotten if I had the extra money and space. But we were really just tight on everything. So we passed on it. Kind of regret a little bit now. But, think now seeing this guy, you can't have Rattles or Skittles from Costco and have this guy. It's like, how many of these are you going to have? It's so big. And if you're going to have any one of them, this one, to me, is the one to get. Because Rattles from Party City, Halloween City, all he did was just, it was just set up. It was just a blow mold, it was just plastic. And it's huge, right? He had no lighting effects, no sound effects. The one from Costco, a little bit better, a little cheaper too, under 199 bucks, I think it was. He's same size or a little bit smaller. I think Rattles was 4 foot, and the Party City one was maybe 3.5. Not Party City. The Costco one was 3.5 feet or so, and then it made sound effects, and it had LED red eyes. I don't know if it had different color eyes. I remember it had red eyes. It was great. I thought it was really cool. But now that this guy came out, this is the one to get. And I'm sure, I mean, I'm going to think it has a remote control with it. So if you want to like make it move, and I'm sure you could just put it on, sensor mode and stuff like that. But this guy is definitely groundbreaking. The only thing I say with him is I hope he's outdoor, and I hope he's under 300. I hope he's like in the $200 range. But we're getting him. Look how slow he moves. That's just creepy.
I told you guys, this is the spot for the best brains.
Well, I'd rather eat nuts for dinner. This one's a dud.
Why not both?
Nuts for an appetizer and brains for the main course.
So moving on to the triple stack, or the triple trio, or zombie trio. This is, definitely a reskin of last year's triple clown stack, or trickster. Was it Trickster Trio? I think it was called. They were very fair price too. They were, I think they were under. I think they were $199 for the clowns. So I'm gonna say that these guys will be the same. Home Depot is pretty good with their prices, as I've said in other videos. They do get a little much with certain ones, like the Night Dullahan was like over 400 or something like that. I'm like, wow, man, it's just, come on, it's just Halloween. It's like, it doesn't last forever. It's only like a solid 2 months, and you got to store these things, so, But anyway, that actually went on sale for under $70, the big Night Dullahan, and everybody was like, I gotta get it now. And then when they got it, like, where the heck do we put this thing? But what do you think about these guys? We actually have to upgrade our haunt with zombies. We need more zombies, so we're little by little gonna get them. I mean, Jonathan said he likes these guys, so we're gonna see if we can afford them and get them when the time is right. But I think we'll get them. What do you guys think?
Even if it is on the lower grade side. I'm hungry. Yes, please.
It's funny. All this guy wants for Halloween is 2 front teeth. Yeah. One thing I think also is a feature of these guys is that you could take them apart. I did see another clip of them separated, so you can take them apart. So you could set them up, however you want. You could stack them. You could put 2 on top of each other. You could stand them up all 3 at the same time, or you could do the triple way. Well, I don't know if you could do it any way you want to. I think you have to do it in this formation, but you could definitely take them apart, and that's pretty cool. The videos get a little nutty. Sorry about that. I just wanted to show you quickly the pirate that turns the wheel. Very similar to the boat captain or ship captain from Lowe's last year, but that guy was, God almighty, man. Lowe's prices were so insane. Does anybody agree with that? They were asking $450 for the Crackstone guy, Joseph Crackhead, and I'm like, yeah, it's a fogging feature, and it's $450. Like, I didn't even see the movie. Like, I don't know how many people saw that movie or anything. I had nothing, like, I had no idea with it, what it was. I couldn't identify with it. I had no place to go in our haunt. And it was just like, all right, well, $450? Give us a break, guys. Come on, give me a break. Lowe's was a little bit too much money last year. And from what I know, a lot of their animatronics aren't that dependable either. So you got to watch out with Lowe's. I'm not knocking them, but just be wary, because if you're spending that much money for an animatronic, it better work. And it better not just last one like season, like a month or 2 months, right? You got to like be able to have it for a few years, not just one, All right, anyway, that's the pirate captain, if that's what you want to call him. His wheel does move. I think he comes with a boat, if I can see it right. There's like the cannon right there, and this is the front of it, the mast. They always have those things in the front to scare oncoming enemies. So this guy's pretty cool. I know the guy Tim, not guy Tim. I know my buddy Tim from Twisted Trails is definitely getting this guy and this whole setup. I'm gonna say it's gonna be in the not 200. It's gonna be in the $300 range because it looks like it comes with a whole ship. It has the sail of the pirate ship. It's not an entire ship. I don't think it's probably like a half a ship, maybe in the ground. But it is really cool. If you got any kind of theme with pirates, this is a must get.
Welcome. Take a seat and relax, won't ya? I promise I'll give you the closest shave of your life.
All right, so the Barber of Seville. Back when I was a kid, I used to watch the Little Rascals, this black and white little kid show about a bunch of kids that lived in the neighborhood, like 20 kids, all always doing things. And I remember Alfalfa was like one of the main characters. And he, at one of the shows, he would sing this song, "I'm the Barber of Seville." So I'm naming this guy the Barber of Seville. I'm going to name this guy the Barber of Westerly because that's where we're from. I'm wondering what he's going to be called. Maybe the Barber of Home Depot. But the one thing about this barber he forgot to do was he forgot to cut his chops. Look at those chops. Those are awesome. The only thing I don't not like about this guy, but the only thing they could have did, I mean, come on, make the mouth move. His mouth doesn't move. It's just like, he's like pantomiming, right? He's like a mime. His mouth does not move. Look at his scalpel right there, right? That's like a old school shaving knife, what they used in the past, and another one up there, a blade. That's how they used to shave. If you get a shave like that, man, it's like really, really, it's like a baby's butt skin soft shave. All right, here we go with the butcher. Hold on.
And off it goes.
What's he got, zits there? Is that acne?
Shave is not what you're after.
Or moles. Moly mole.
Magnificent mane.
I like his top hat. It's like Axl Rose's, Slash's hat from Guns N' Roses. Look at his hands. Is he going to the gym? He's got gym gloves on.
I have been looking everywhere for you. You're next on my list. Don't be frightened. The journey will be so quick, you won't even realize you're...
All right, I just thought of something. So if there's anyone out there that has subscribed to our other channel, Monster Core Arcade with a K, we have a lot of video games and we have a lot of pinball machines. And our hunt last year, we headlined and featured our garage arcade, which we allowed people to walk in and even play games. So I'm an old school gamer. I'm from the 80s. I was a teen in the 80s. And I remember games. Now, this guy's voice, tell me if I'm wrong, his voice is the same voice as the arcade game called Sinister. Ha 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 ha.
I am Sinister. Beware, I live. Run, run, run. Beware, coward. Beware, I live.
Right? Sounded a little bit the same or exactly the same. Maybe the old Sinister when he was younger was the voice of Sinister, and now he's like an old man, like Optimus Prime, and now his voice changed a little bit, but it's the same guy. I'm telling you, I know it is.
Time is wasting, and I have 500 more souls to collect before the night is over.
We have 500 more animatronics to get. Alrighty, so from last year, they came out with Frankie. It wasn't Frankenstein, it was Frankie. Frankie was awesome last year. Servo head, the way he looked, the way he moved was so creepy and realistic, man. And I'm like, this year, I said it last year. If you look at our past videos, from last year of Home Depot. I said they're definitely going to make a Bride of Frankenstein. And boom, you got her. There she is. I don't really, I'm like, you know, up there, not old, but, you know, I've been there and done that. So I know what Frankenstein is and who the Bride of Frankenstein is. But where I remember the Bride of Frankenstein from was, it was from Mel Brooks's movie. I just can't remember the exact name. I know it was Frankenstein or something like that, and then I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, with Gene Wilder and like the whole crew of comedians, and it was just so funny. But anyway, that's where I remember the Bride of Frankenstein from. It was, I think it was Gilda Radner played the Bride of Frankenstein in that. She played it awesome. I mean, if I'm correct, I can't remember exactly, but I'm just going on a whim here. I'm trying to like remember in my mind who played her. But if you don't know anything about the Bride of Frankenstein, this looks so similar, so much like her. I don't remember if she had the metal rods like you see in Frankie over here, those metal things right there in his like neck. That actually they go LED when you put it on from Home Depot. But anyway, this one to me is really cool. It's perfect if you have Frankenstein. It goes with a horror aisle, like if you have like a horror area of all old school movie villains, like, you know, like Jason and Ghostface and Art the Clown, all that stuff. Not old school, but, you know, any horror victims. I mean horror villains. She definitely fits that motif. Even if you have like a women area, like a women ghost area, women whatever you want to call it area, she would go great with it. But I like this girl, and I'm gonna say she's gonna be in like the one. She's probably gonna be under 199. I don't know if she'd be like 179. Her mouth doesn't move, but one thing that does, I think she does, is her eyelashes. They bat a little bit, like they go down slightly, so it gives the effect. I think they do. I'm pretty sure they do. It's hard to see in the videos, but you know, it'll come out sooner or later. Look how perfect her eyeliner is too, man. She was really done well. Look at that. My daughter probably did the makeup for her. Great job, Tabby. I'm also just gonna let this run until it goes to Frankie, so you guys can see the both. I like her hands. She's like doing the monster mash. It's the monster mash. It's the same one as last year. Bah! 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 It's perfect, man. His head is perfect too. All right, so there is no video demo of this bunny here, the Range Easter Bunny from Christmas Story. I think that's what I'm going to call him, from like Ralphie when he was put on the Easter Bunny costume. He looks like a deranged Easter Bunny. And then the mom laughs. Wah, wah, take that off. You want to take that off? Take it off. So there is no demo yet of it, but when it comes, we will definitely post it, and I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, they release this before Easter. Then, you know, you could actually do something with it if you have like an Easter haunt. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna get it. I mean, just getting one thing for Easter, but you never know. If it's priced wise, if it's fairly priced, very fair price, you know, we'll see. But honestly, I don't see getting it until it goes on sale. That's just my opinion. For me, my opinion, saving the best for last. This is something that I think is really awesome. Last year they came out with Chucky. This year they redid Chucky, I guess Chucky's Revenge, and they put out the Bride of Chucky, whose name is Tiffany or Tiff. I called it last year too. I said they're definitely gonna come out with this. If they made Chucky, they're definitely gonna make the Bride of Chucky, and they did. I'm not going to say I knew it because that's just not the way I talk. I knew it. You know, I'm not going to ever say it like that. But I felt it. I felt it, and I'm glad they did. And I knew it.
Were you born with that nice super glued onto your hand or what?
And you...
I'm sorry, I had to do that. Do you see the resemblance? That's Jim Brewer, the comedian who is hysterical, who does like the Goat Boy. That's like his signature thing, his signature like I don't know what you want to call it, character from Saturday Night Live years ago, and he looks exactly like Tiffany and even the old Chucky doll. All right, there he is. This is from last year, 2024. We got him. I think this guy was the one to get last year, like the one that would be sold out and very hard to find, and it was. But we got him, and then we actually grabbed another one at the end, luckily. So we like this guy, but doesn't look like Jim Brewer. Doesn't look at his face, even Tiff.
That's it.
Were you born with that nice super glued onto your head or what?
Gonna end it on Chucky. Chucky's Revenge. I'm sure she does like 2 or 3 more phrases. So here's Chuck. All right, so we're coming to the end of this video. So that's Chucky's Revenge. I'm not sure what they're going to call him. Maybe, I don't know, slashed face Chucky. But I think it could be called Chucky's Revenge because there was I think that was number 2 in Child's Play. Either 2 or 3, Chucky's Revenge. But that's going to be what I call it, Chucky's Revenge. It looks like it was melted Chucky and slashed face Chucky, a black eye and all that stuff. I mean, definitely I'm going to say these 2 are going to be the ones that everybody's going to want to go after. They're very small. They're only 3.5 feet. They do, I'm going to say 3 to 4, maybe 5 phrases. They are servo, and they are just wicked cool, man. Wicked cool. All right, so that's the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. If you lasted this long, make sure you leave comments. Let us know what you think. Again, this video was brought to you by LMJ Halloween, so definitely check them out. And if you want to subscribe to them, go right ahead. Just want to show you this last thing that I noticed in another video, that they have this skull line up here. Now, I'm not sure if they're like single skulls or if it's like a whole row of skulls, and it looks like they all blink or have different eye movements, something like that. So that's something definitely to keep your eyes open for. And again, this the 15-foot scarecrow here. Listen, wondering if his head moves back side to side. I'm going to hope it does. I'm not going to say it does, but I would love it if it did. He's got his Jeepers Creepers hat on. And then you still got, not still, but you got these 2 things down here that I forgot to show, but there's really no video of them because they're statics. You got the Wicked Tree from last year, a remake of it, just a little bit different, maybe a sad face or a scary face, and it's LED, has all different colors. And also right down there, in another video, you can probably see it clearer, that's a skeleton snake. So these are things to also keep our eyes open for. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Again, this video was possible because of LMJ Halloween. He was the one who broke the video first from the managers meeting out in Las Vegas, Nevada, which I definitely could not go to. I can't really do that many things because I have kind of young kids and a lot of responsibilities, so I can't just get up and go the way I want to. But life is going to change very soon because Mr. Johnny Hardcore right here will be retiring very soon from his real job, and then he could go full force with being a dad, and then of course a haunter, and even 100% monster truck driver. All right, everybody, we're going to end this video at 43:16. Once again, thank you for watching. Don't know what else to tell you guys except for just keep in touch and keep watching, and make sure you subscribe to Monsta Core. Always haunting hardcore.